Hello everyone. As in the previous session, we have discussed the concept of accounting equation. So now in this session, we'll be solving some practical question based on accounting equation. So as we know, accounting equation basically signifies that the assets of the firm is always equal to the sum of its liabilities and capital. Capital, which is also known as owner's equity. So basically, accounting equation can be presented as assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. So here we will be solving question number 2 of NCERT, page number 88. Now, according to the question, here is the format of accounting equation. First, we will record the transaction. Then we will represent the accounting equation, which is assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. Now the first transaction says that Kunal started business with cash rupees 2,50,000. So in this transaction, the firm is receiving cash. Cash is also considered as an asset because assets are the things which can be converted into cash. So we will open a cash column on asset side with the amount 2,50,000. Now, this cash at the same time is a claim against the firm in the form of capital. See, we have studied some accounting principles in the previous class. So there was a principle called business entity concept. Now according to this concept, the business and the businessman are considered as separate entities. Which means all the transactions which is recorded in the books of accounts, they are recorded from business point of view, not from businessman point of view. So, when the businessman brings some cash in the business, this cash is considered as liability for the business. Why? Because it is assumed that the business has borrowed some amount from the businessman. So, that is why it is considered as liabilities for the business. Here also, Kunal brought 2,50,000 as cash in the business. So, this cash is considered as liabilities for the business. That is why it will be recorded on capital side. So the amount of cash is 2,50,000. So we will record the same amount on capital side. Okay. Now, next transaction is he purchased furniture for cash rupees 35,000. So in this transaction, two accounts have been affected. First is furniture, second is cash. So as we know, furniture and cash both are assets. So when the furniture is increasing with 35,000, at the same time cash is reducing by the amount 35,000, which means the equation here will remain unchanged. So we will reduce cash of rupees 35,000 from 2,50,000. And a new column of furniture will be opened on asset side, and the amount of furniture will be rupees 35,000. So in the first transaction there was no furniture and no liabilities. In the second transaction also there was no amount of liability and no capital. Now reducing 35,000 from 2,50,000, we get rupees 2,15,000. Furniture will be rupees 35,000. Amount of liability will be 0 and the amount of capital will be 2 lakh. So by solving both the equations, we get a new equation where cash is of rupees 2,15,000. Furniture is of rupees 35,000, no amount of liabilities and capital of rupees 2,50,000. Now the next transaction is he paid commission of rupees 2,000. So he is paying commission 2,000 in cash. So here cash has been reduced by the amount 2,000. So we will reduce 2,000 from cash column. And next, commission is considered as an expense which results in the loss of the business, and loss of the business always reduces the capital. So we will reduce the amount of 2000 from capital also because it is a loss for the firm. So by reducing 2000 from 2,15,000, we get 2,13,000. And there was no amount of furniture, so the furniture will be of amount 35,000. Here there was no liabilities also, so the amount of liability will be nil. And reducing 2000 from 2,50,000, we get 2,48,000. So here is the new equation where cash is of 2,13,000, furniture 35,000, liabilities 0, and capital amounting to 2,48,000. Moving on to the next transaction, which is he purchased goods on credit of rupees 40,000. So this transaction increases the goods on asset side. Goods are considered as an asset and it is also known as stock. So we will open a new column of stock with the amount rupees 40,000. At the same time, this transaction also increases the liabilities in the form of creditors. Now creditors are the person from whom we purchase goods on credit. So whenever the goods are purchased from credit, a new column of creditor is opened on liabilities side. So we will open a column of creditors on liabilities side with the amount rupees 40,000. So in this transaction, there was no amount of cash, no amount of furniture also, and no amount of capital. So by solving this equation, we get a new equation where cash is rupees 2,13,000, furniture is of rupees 35,000, stock will be rupees 40,000, creditors amounting to 40,000, and capital will be 2,48,000. Now the last transaction is he sold goods costing rupees 20,000 for cash of rupees 26,000. So in this transaction, the goods which was costing 20,000 has been sold for the cash 26,000, which means 20,000 goods have been sold for 26,000, so there is a profit of 6,000. Now goods have been sold, which means goods of rupees 20,000 has been sold, which means we will reduce the amount of 20,000 from goods because these goods have been sold, and it is sold for cash amounting to rupees 26,000. So we will add the amount of cash in the cash column, 26,000. Okay. Now there is a profit of rupees 6,000. See, when we were paying commission, it was considered as loss. So we reduced the amount of loss from capital. Similarly, here there is a profit of rupees 6,000. So we will add this amount to the capital as it increases the amount of capital. So here there was no amount of furniture, no amount of liabilities also. So by solving these two equations, we'll get a new equation where cash will be rupees 2,39,000, furniture amounting to 35,000, and reducing 20,000 from 40,000, we get the amount of stock rupees 20,000. Here the amount of liability will remain the same, that is 40,000, and the amount of capital we get 2,54,000. So this is the final equation where cash is of rupees 2,39,000, furniture amounting to 35,000, stock amounting to 20,000, creditors 40,000, and capital 2,54,000. So on adding asset side, we get the amount rupees 2,94,000, In the same way, on adding liabilities and capital side, we get the amount 2,94,000. So we can say this equation has been balanced because the asset side is equal to the sum of its liabilities and capital side. So this is how you're supposed to do the questions based on accounting equation. So that's all for today's session. We'll continue with some more questions in next session. Thank you.